JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, senior citizen shot, set ablaze in his Westmoreland house. A senior citizen was shot, then set ablaze in his house in Bluefields, Westmoreland, Saturday morning. The deceased man has been identified as 77-year-old Sidney Hibbert of Rosebank, Bluefields in the parish. Police reports are that at about 1:30 a.m., Hibbert was at home when gunmen entered the building by kicking in a door. The men reportedly opened gunfire at Hibbert before setting the house ablaze. The charred remains of Hibbert with gunshot wounds to the upper body were found among the rubble by firefighters from the Savlamar Fire Department who carried out cooling down operations. The Bluefields police are investigating the incident. 2 Portmore men hit with lengthy sentences for gun crimes. While lawmakers are busy deliberating over proposed changes to the Firearms Act, which could see offenders convicted of illegal possession of a firearm facing a mandatory minimum sentence of 15 years behind bars, the gun court has been busy handing down telling sentences aimed at curbing gun violence and murders. Firearm recoveries by the St. Catherine South Police led to 2 convicted Portmore men being each hit with sentences exceeding 5 years in separate gun court cases in the past week. These men have dealt with investigators from the Division of described as apt punishment amid public outcry in recent months about light sentences for illegal firearms possession, especially in instances of guilty pleas. Police statistics show the gun as a weapon of choice up to 85% in an average 1,270 murder cases annually, figures National Security Minister Horace Chang has used to bolster his calls for amended firearm laws. Ricardo Campbell, who changed his plea to guilty mid-trial on February 15, 2022, was sentenced to 7 years and 3 months by Justice Judith Pusey. Campbell was found in possession of a Browning 9mm pistol loaded with 13 rounds of ammunition in July 2021. He pleaded guilty after being surprised by the arrival of prosecution witness, District Constable Jason McKay, who was previously listed as being unavailable to give evidence. Campbell was arrested during a stop and search in Garvey Mead, Portmore, by Constable Delano Dunn of the St. Catherine South Division Special Operations Unit. The gun was seized during an operation conducted in response to a number of murders. In another matter, Romaine Pusey, a resident of Greater Portmore, was sentenced to 6 years and 6 months by Justice Sonia Bertram Linton for possession of a Beretta pistol, as well as 3 years and 2 months for 16 rounds of ammunition recovered from the weapon. Pusey was found guilty on December 17, 2021, after being charged for possession of the loaded 9mm pistol by District Constable McKay on August 2, 2021. Pusey admitted during trial that he was searched and the gun found, but claimed he did not know that the waist bag contained the pistol, which was described by McKay as a large, fully loaded and heavy. Evidence was given by McKay, who serves on the St. Catherine South Division Special Operations Unit, that during a snap operation led by Senior Superintendent Christopher Phillips in Greater Portmore, he had searched Pusey and found the gun in a Puma waist bag hanging around the defendant's neck. 2 teens among 4 charged with robbery and assault of justice of the peace. A 17-year-old boy is among 4 charged with robbery with aggravation, indecent assault, and assault occasioning bodily harm of a justice of the peace in Red Hills, St. Andrew on Friday. Charged along with the teen who is of a St. Thomas address are 38-year-old Troy Williams of Burnside Valley District, Red Hills in St. Andrew, 24-year-old Devay Stewart of Delacree Park, Kingston 13, and 18-year-old Nickel Hutchinson of Poyet Street, Kingston 12. Reports from the police are that about 4:30 p.m., the JP went to the home of Williams to collect an item. He reportedly entered the premises, where he was robbed and assaulted by all 4 males. The accused then took the victim to a section of Red Hills Road where they left him. The matter was reported to the police, and all 4 perpetrators were arrested and subsequently charged. Their court date is being finalized. Soldier fatally shoots man on Charles Street, downtown Kingston. A strong police and military presence is being maintained in sections of Denham Town in western Kingston, following a fatal shooting involving a member of the Jamaica Defence Force. Preliminary reports reveal that West Kingston resident Oreen Glenn was fatally shot on Charles Street, allegedly during a confrontation with members of the JDF. Denham Town residents claim, though, that Mr. Glenn was killed in cold blood. According to police sources, sometime after 6 o'clock yesterday evening, JDF personnel were on foot patrol on Charles Street in Denham Town. It's reported that the soldiers saw a group of men who arose with suspicion of the team. The soldiers approached the men and requested a search of their persons. It is said that a number of residents later converged on the scene, behaving boisterously, and that Glenn had proceeded to pour liquor on the JDF personnel. A soldier reportedly attempted to take Glenn into custody, but he ran into a yard along Charles Street. It was pursued by the soldier, resulting in a reported scuffle involving the soldier, an unidentified woman, and Glenn. It is reported that during that incident, the soldier fired 4 rounds from his rifle. It was later discovered that Glenn had sustained gunshot wounds to his abdomen. He was taken to hospital where he later died. In the aftermath of the shooting, angry residents took to the streets, blocking several roads into Charles Street and its environs. Several of the blockages were also lit, resulting in a tense standoff between residents and members of the security forces. Footage reportedly from the incident quickly went viral on social media. Additional JDF and police personnel had to be dispatched as angry residents hurled abuse at the security forces while several explosions were heard. Senior Superintendent Michael Phipps, commanding officer for the Kingston Western Police Division, has been in the community alongside political representatives trying to restore calm to the situation. According to SSP Phipps, Glenn was among men who were accosted by a JDF foot patrol and a confrontation developed, during which it is alleged he held on to a JDF member weapon and in trying to relieve him of it was shot in the process. SSP Phipps urged residents to cooperate with the security forces and not to assault the members of the joint forces as there are reports of residents attacking them. He added that representatives of the Independent Commission of Investigations INDECOM have begun a probe and appealed to residents to refrain from mounting blockages. Chairman of INDECOM Hugh Faulkner said that his agency's probe of the incident is at an advanced stage. The matter is being pursued vigorously, he said, adding that members of the affected family would be contacted by the appropriate INDECOM personnel. Jamaica Box St. Manning Limited gives St. Ann Infirmary 600,000 Jamaican dollars. The St. Ann Infirmary received a cash donation of $600,000 from the Jamaica Box St. Manning Limited, JBM, to support renovation works at the facility. The check, along with articles of clothing and care packages, were handed over to a ceremony held recently at the infirmary. In her remarks, JBM's Managing Director, Donna Marie Howe, said the company was excited to make the donation after recognizing the needs at the facility, which houses 84 residents, were great. We feel that we have the fiduciary requirement to extend our profit and give back in an economical way. Giving back shows compassion. And what the infirmary has here is that they're working against a lot of obstacles. And the more that we can participate to lessen those challenges, it makes your job easier. And this is what we're here to do, she said. They claim that the infirmary has been formally adopted by JBM. House said that the entity places a very strong emphasis on our corporate social responsibility and will continue to lend its support to the infirmary in a bid to make the lives of the residents more comfortable. For the local municipalities, they are tasked with so many responsibilities, and it is a limited budget, and it can go so far. So I believe it is our fiduciary requirement to do what we can to help and enhance that benefit, she added. Meanwhile, Deputy Mayor of St. Anne's Bay and Chairman of the St. Anne Municipal Corporation's Poor Relief Committee, Councillor Dallas Dickinson, expressed gratitude to JBM for the gesture, noting that funds will help to improve the aesthetics of the facility. On behalf of the St. Anne Municipal Corporation and the staff here at the St. Anne Infirmary, I want to thank the Jamaica Box St. Manning Limited for their very generous and kind contribution. The contribution will go a far way in helping us in many areas. The contribution of funding will go towards our building, he said. As we toured the building earlier, we have seen many issues that need to be solved and remedial work needs to be done, and the Boxside company has come on board with us to say, look, we have seen your needs and we are going to help, Dickinson added. For her part, matron at the infirmary, IT Vickers, said the cash and care items will help to meet the needs of the residents. We're overwhelmed by the support that we've received from the Jamaica Box St. Manning Limited, and we know the gifts we received and the check will go a far way in enhancing the optimal care of the residents, so we really appreciate it, she said. 35 new COVID-19 cases in Jamaica, 3 deaths reported. The Ministry of Health and Wellness reported 35 new COVID-19 cases and 3 deaths on Saturday, April 16, bringing the infection total to 129,238 and total deaths to 2,929. The new cases comprise 20 females and 15 males, with ages ranging from 1 year to 91 years. The cases were recorded in St. James 8, St. Anne 7, Clarendon 6, Hanover and Kingston and St. Andrew 5 each, Portland 1, St. Catherine 1, St. Mary 1 and Westmoreland 1. The deceased are 3 females, ages 54, 93 and 77 from St. James, whose cases were previously under investigation between April and September 2021. There were 71 recoveries in the last 24 hours, bringing the total to 82,526. Currently, 9 people are hospitalized, one of whom is moderately ill. The Health Ministry reported a positivity rate of 5.0%. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.